time, especially so when I miss my mom. Eugenia Abrafwe Agra, continue to rest perfectly in the bosom of the Lord. It's not supposed to be, a very sad show. No, you've got very beautiful memories of your mom. Yeah, I know we can get emotional at certain points, but let's reminisce those beautiful times. You were there for me to love and care for me when skies were gray. Whenever I was down, you were always there to comfort me. And no one else can be what you have been to me. Mama, you're the queen of my and you will always be the girl in my life for all time. Your love is my tears from the start. Mama, there were so many times looking back when I was afraid. And then you would come to me and say to me, I can face anything. Yes, it is. This morning, like I said, we're sharing those fond memories of our mothers. We can't always be left out when it's Mother's Day. Nah. There were special people in our lives, but yeah, we do understand. And know that as part of life, somehow they had to depart when they did. And then you come to me and say, my guest this morning, and you will be my guest too, because phone lines will be activated pretty shortly. And then you will call in as well and share those fond memories of your mother. I will be sharing some as well. But I have Honorable Abla Jifa Gumashu with us this morning. Mama, I can see you. Good morning. You know I love you. You know I love you. Mama. Mama, you're the queen of my heart. Your love is like tears from the start. Like tears from the start. Mama, I just want you to know. Hello, good morning, Mama. Can you hear me? Okay. I have Euphemia. I'm watching. Getting terrible feedback. Is it done?
Yes, good morning.
Okay, great. Good morning, Calvin. Good morning, Mama. Mama Nyanko Sama. Okay, Euphemia, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. All right. How are you? And congratulations.
I'm very fine, thank you.
Hey, the last time I saw you cooking water. This cooking water business. How is Nadum?
Nadum is doing very well. He's fast asleep.
Okay, great. And the boy, what's his name?
He was named after his father, so he's also Daniel Amwat.
I see, Junior. Good to have you this morning.
Thank you.
You know, yesterday when I sent the artwork and the voice notes, I'm still getting feedback. You feel me? Is your radio on or something?
No, please.
Oh, wow. Okay, but the technical team is here to try and resolve it. Someone sent a message and said, he knows your mother. And that she was a soldier and then a very lovely woman. I said yes. I mean, through the things you say about your mom, I think I have been up close and personal with her because I follow you, and I read and sometimes follow your live your Facebook live sessions when you're talking about her. How has it been for you ever since she passed?
It's been tough, Adam. It's been extremely tough, especially when she passed and I was just 5 weeks pregnant with Nadum.
Ooh.
Yes, I didn't even know about my pregnancy. She told me that I should go get myself checked and that I looked pregnant because I've been trying for 3 years and it wasn't successful. So at
Wow.
that time, she was on admission. And when I checked, truly I was pregnant. And 2 days later, she passed.
Oh
So you
no.
can imagine, yes, I I checked on a I checked on a Wednesday, Friday evening she passed. So it's been really tough because she was all I had. And after birth, I never had any help at home. After a C-section delivery, it was really tough. All the things I wasn't supposed to do, I had to do them because I didn't have anybody to help me at home because my husband would go to work, and it was just the two of us.
Wow.
So it's been tough. No motherly advice. Well, I get one or two, pieces of advice from mothers or friends, but then it's different when your own mother is actually, sitting you down and coaching you on motherhood or life, everything about life. It's been tough.
I also saw the photo. I think one of the times you shared a photo, was it your wedding day when she was putting your crown on your head? I mean that picture communicates a lot.
Yes.
So
And her prayers just made me shed tears.
yeah. How were you celebrating Mother's Day with her before now?
Um, Usually it's just like our birthdays. We usually
Mm.
have pedicure and manicure dates,
Wow.
then we'll go for a photo shoot.
Hey.
Then afterwards we go for either lunch. Yes, we really had a swell time together because we shared the same birthday.
Oh,
So
okay.
yes, my mom had me on her birthday, so our bond was quite different. It was
Wow.
really, really tight. My mom was my best friend. Yes,
Wow.
it's been tough.
Okay. Okay. I get it. No, this isn't going to go away until
No.
the end of time. Because
Yes,
for as long as you live and celebrate your birthday, her memory lives on.
always, Adam, always.
I'd like you, apart from the few you have shared, I'd like you to still go back into yourself, some of the beautiful times you have shared with her, and then I also would want to find out what you would be doing right now with two children and your mom. How different would it have been? But let's talk about some of those fond memories as well. Some of the things she said that you remember and at least laugh.
Okay. With her in particular, whenever my mom is broke, she calls me sister. When she needs something from me, she goes, "Oh, sister, how are you?" Or we go in our local dialect. "Oh, sister Tete. Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe manabo." Then you go like, "Mommy, mini sunny." Okay, Bolly. Back here, we no go feel.
Oh.
Yeah. Then I plan and I visit her and we have a good chat. Afterwards, I take her out. Me and my mom, we're always chilling. I can be at work. She'll call me. I'm at the office. Come downstairs. I'm taking you out for lunch. It was beautiful with her around. Beautiful. I remember when I passed my BEC exam. My mom honked her horn from the school
Oh my world.
to the house. It was a wonderful. Though she was strict, military woman. She was extremely strict. I really didn't have friends. I really couldn't go out. Even if I had to go for a party, my mom would take me, wait for me, and take me back home.
Wow.
So yeah, our bond was exceptional. Trust me.
What do you think
Everybody knew.
she would be doing right now with, two grandchildren from you if she was here?
If she was here, she would have been, I think, 74, 75 years old.
Okay.
So I wouldn't really know her strength because my mom had cancer for 9 years before she passed.
Wow.
So even if she was alive, I'm sure she would just want to have them around, not
Around.
necessarily carrying them because she didn't really have that strength.
Mm.
Yeah, but just having them around. She always wished I had kids before
She
anything
passed.
happened to her. But unfortunately, she wasn't here when I had my kids. But then I'm sure she's smiling down on me.
Is there anything more you'd like to say about your mom before I actually zoom into the essence of this conversation with you? Don't cry.
Oh, I'll know. I'll try not to. But everywhere she is, anywhere she is right now, I like her to know that I still love her. I still miss her deeply. And she was a phenomenal woman. Everybody loved her. She worked in a very large environment. She happened to be the deputy matron for 37 Military Hospital.
Okay.
So people knew her. She was loved. My mom loves to give and loves to help. And I think I've stepped in her shoes and I'm trying, to emulate the kind of life she led.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So for people who have their mothers around, I mean that's the essence of this conversation. We don't have ours around, we miss them. But for people who have their mothers around, Mother's Day is tomorrow. I know quite a number of people who have, very bad blood between them and their mothers, because probably mommy said something they didn't like or, did something they didn't like and they're finding it very difficult to forgive their mothers and all that. And what advice would you give them?
Even before I go into answering your question, I've had people come into my inbox wanting me to teach them how to bond with their mothers, how I did with mine. And I'm like, whatever they do, you need to let go, because our mothers can seriously sometimes be, pains in the neck. But you can't do anything about it. She's still your mom.
Yeah.
My mom, she wasn't perfect. She wasn't a perfect mom because she was a single mother. But then she was perfect in my eyes because with everything she put us through, she molded us into the women we become today, my sister and myself. So whatever your mother does to you, just let it slide. Whether it is good or bad, just take it in good faith, because in the future it's going to help you. Trust me. Mothers know best. Mothers know best. So love your mom like tomorrow is her last day on earth. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Euphemia.
Yeah.
I missed that.
I'm saying that when she's no more, that's when you feel her.
Exactly.
Vacuum. Yeah. So cherish her while she's alive.
True. You would wake up and you miss the fight.
Yeah, exactly. I still do mine.
Yeah, you'd miss the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, but thank you very much. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. I am sure that this is providing, some form of relief also for you, that you are able to, share her memory with people and, think about her and smile.
Oh, well.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
Let me go to Honorable Ablaji Fagomashi. Mama, good morning. Can you hear me now? You can't hear yourself.
So I can hear you.
Okay, great. I can hear you now. That's nice. Okay. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Okay. I think your voice is pretty low.
My voice is low, eh?
Yes, at my end. We're trying to sort it out quickly.
Okay.
Or you get closer to the microphone.
I will.
Okay, please get closer to the mic you're using so that we can hear you much better.
Is it better?
Is it better? Can you hear? From we're checking the monitor. Okay. All right. So yeah. Okay. We can go now. So I know that Mama, you were pretty, mature before Mama passed on.
Yes.
But I also realized following you, having conversations with you, your updates on social media and all, tells me that you are still unable to get over her memory. Oh my God. There's so much feedback. Is your radio on?
No, ma'am.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes, like I was saying, I noticed you are still unable to get over her, even though she passed when you were so mature. I mean, married on your own children, and lots of other people's children you are taking care of. How is that? How was the bond like?
Okay, so my mom is a go-to person, and anytime I have a challenge, she always had very few words to say, but they meant so much. I recall she died when I was the deputy minister for tourism, culture, and creative arts in 2014, and I was having a bit of a challenge at work, and I went to her and I said, I did not imagine this job would be this tough, dealing with many people at the same time. And she just said, go back to work and get in your fly on a bone syndrome. I said, what is that? And she said that, you know how many times a fly will settle on a bone? The fly doesn't even know that the bone is not feeling it. So I should go there and insulate myself and not internalize everything that I was feeling. And I thought that was really, really profound. So it's it's a constant thing. Anytime I have a challenge, I wish that she was here so she will help me through it. Um, and it doesn't matter how old you are. I think that you still miss the absence of the person. It's got nothing to do with age, because she herself would tell me when I go to her that her mother would have said this, even at that age. She died when she was 84. So if she can also still connect with her mother, and in her absence still, hear her mother's voice, it just goes to show that age has got nothing to do with missing a person or grief.
Mama, share with us what were some of the fond times you had together.
Oh, eating with her was fun. Cooking and eating with her was fun. And my mother, even the way we walk, my mom will call us and line us up, and we'll walk for her to see that. So she'll tell us whether we're walking like a lady or like a comforter. So she was hands on, and everything that you did. I mean, your dress has creases in it. You say something about it. She was a proper lady. You know what I mean? Um, so every moment was great with her. But if you crossed her, you did something that was wrong. I mean, you should know that equal measure. That must the same amount of love she gave you, she gave you the same amount of punishment for either disobeying her or breaking the house rules. So my fond memories really was cooking with my mother and eating with her. When I was a child, she used to bring in all these huge crabs, and she would grind pepper in a goba, steam it nicely with a dash of coconut oil, and I used to just love that meal. With a waffle, by the way.
You're making me salivate.
Oh, you should come home so we can do mama's food. And it's the reason why I cooked my eatery, Mama's Kitchen, when I had it. So for me, it was a cooking time. Plus, I like food. So, cooking time with my mother and eating with her was fun for me.
So how was it like with your mother, yourself, and your other siblings?
There's 8 of us. I'm the sixth born.
Oh my God!
2 boys and 6 girls. So you can just imagine. I think the fun part was when we were younger. When she was menopausal, that was a challenge. Handling teenage girls with menopause was not.
Hey, what happened?
Sorry.
What happened?
Dealing with her own menopause issues and dealing with teenagers who were also discovering themselves as young adults. I think there was a lot of clash going on, and so she just switched off from us. But I think in our adult life we now understand what was going on. We can add we can dot the I's and cross the T's in what is happening around the time. But there was a lot of friction because we were not understanding that it was menopause. Like we are all hot, she's cold. We are all cold, she's hot, and nobody understood. And I'm not sure she herself understood that we didn't know. It's now that she's gone that these things come to me, and I think, oh, I wish she was here so we could talk about it because I myself am menopausal now, so I'm, I'm beginning to understand what she was.
Now you can relate.
Oh my God, and then tell me about it. How I wish I could tell her, oh, sorry, Mama. Because in my case, I don't have 6 teenagers in my life to deal with my menopause. But she had that, so I wish I could apologize for the hard times we gave her.
Oh,
but you know, it is what it is. I was blessed to have her with me a week before she died. She had come to visit,
take a break.
and she walked to the hospital and never came back. So yeah, these are some of the hurdles that you have to jump in life. So I'm learning to deal with it. But every day is not the same. I mean, some days you see somebody's mother wearing a cloth that she used to wear, and then your bank just breaks, and you go into a pity party with yourself, missing her deeply. Or you smell some food, or you cook your own food, and you think that this is 106 years, and that brings back memories, some fun, some painful. So yeah, um, but truth be told, everything I know and everything I have done has been inspired by something she said or something she did. My passion, for example, for children reading, what came from my mother, who made a comment in 1982, and I never forgot that comment she made. And so our mothers, the role of our mothers in our lives, really, if we pay attention, I think that they are more inspirational than otherwise.
Mama, would you want to share that comment with us?
Yes. So her mother died in 1982, and we had gone to the funeral in Aflau, Ahuimam. And I was trying to chat. Then my Avo was not this good, so I was trying to chat these kids who were my age in the community. I was trying to have a conversation with them, and every time I use an English word, they stopped and looked at me like, "What are you saying?" Then they'll ask me in a verse. So I got frustrated and I went to my mom and I said, why can't they understand me? I'm trying to have a conversation with them and they're not hearing me. And she said, well, they don't have the opportunity that you have of reading all these books that I am able to provide for you. My mother, by the way, was a teacher back in the day. And so when she said that, she added that they are not as blessed as to have the books that you read. One day I'll have a library in this community for them, and then they can catch up with you. And so immediately that sentence was made. I realized how fortunate I was. And by the way, I don't come from a rich home. So if someone's situation is worse than mine, then that's really deep. So it haunted me for the rest of my life to date. So every time I engage children, it is to share something with them. And by the time I was able to even give a small community library, she had already died. In 2015, I was able to get a room in the school where she taught in Abuema for a library. I
Wow.
went to them and asked them to give me a room to convert into a library, which they did. But she didn't live to see it. But
Oh,
thank God my dad is here to see that. But that
yeah.
comment never left me. That comment my mother made never left me. I subsequently bought 2 plots of land which I plan to develop into a library. I'm broke now, but I'm sure one day I'll make out. Once I get money to be able to build a library. But yes, that comment in 1982 still resonates with me,
Mm.
and it's still here. I'm still, figuring out how to make her dream become a reality, and to make other people's lives better than mine, perhaps. So yes,
That must have fed into, values for life as well, right?
bless your heart. Exactly.
Great.
That is exactly what it is. Um, she constantly used that phrase. She said she did something, I thought, wow, this mama, this is too much. Then she said, I'm teaching you a value for your life. You will never forget this. Like the day I threw a morsel of apple away. She said, you will never throw food away in your life again. The whooping that I received, Adam.
Baba, no.
He gave me a sound beating for throwing a morsel of food away.
Just a morsel.
Oh, apple cola. It wasn't the whole apple, just a small one.
Oh.
He would me real good. And today, even if there's a spoon of rice on my plate, I want to put it in the fridge and come and eat it later.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Mama is there to give it to me again. Because she added that somebody will die because they don't have this food that you
and you're throwing it away.
So she adds that sentence that I'm teaching you a value for your life.
Beautiful.
And that's how come I set up values
for life. Okay, yeah. Before I let you go, we'll just go back again to the essence of the conversation. Mothers are something else. So for people, like I asked Euphemia, for people who are around their mothers, who will be celebrating Mother's Day with their mothers tomorrow, and especially so for those who are having issues with their mothers, could be their fault, could be their mother's fault, but then if there's bad blood between somebody and their mother, or for people who don't really see the values of their mothers today, what would you say to them?
Well, I'll say it will be easy to just say that you beat yourself up one day if they are not here, but that's not enough. Let me add that, our examples are in the Bible. Christ also got angry at some point and put people in the church. But we have more stories of the goodness of Christ. So find the goodness in your mother that kept you alive for you to be who you are. And it does not matter today that you are not what you want to be ultimately, but it's a process. It's a journey. The number of times I thought my mother misunderstood me doesn't matter now, because the few times that she understood me mean more than the times that she didn't understand me.
Yeah.
And perhaps it was my fault for not making her understand, but that also does not matter. What matters is I did not make a choice of who my mother is. I did not make a choice of who my father is. Those are divinely made for us. And we cannot say that we are Christians and not appreciate the choices that God made for us. My being a woman is not by choice. It's divine also. So I just want to urge people to look at the God in the parents that brought you into the world.
Right.
And accept them as they are. You cannot change who your mother is. You cannot question the decisions that God has made for you. So no matter how difficult it is, if you tell yourself that she's also created in the image and likeness of God, then that should make it a bit easy for you to cross that bridge, jump that hurdle, and move on with her.
Great.
Okay, so your mother doesn't, it's great if she's your friend. If she's not your friend, just recognize her as the person who carried you in her womb for 9 months. And even if you came into the world through a cesarean, the fact that she conceived you, you are here, you have opportunity to be the best that you can be better than her, but to pay her back, you will regret it. And that's what I can assure you.
All right.
You will beat yourself up when she's not here. So reach out, make that effort. If she's difficult, you don't have to go to her every day, all the time, and get the negative energy. But do connect. Do connect. Do not disconnect from your parents, because you'll be disconnected from God. That's how I understand the whole created in the image and likeness of
God.
So by all means, negative energy will come. By all means, pain will come, but hey, that's part of the process of life.
It's part.
You too will give somebody, it is a part of life. You too will give somebody that negative energy. How would you want to be treated? Ask yourself. When you switch the table, when you switch places, how would you expect to be treated? And try and live that you expect from them.
Great. For all you care, they may be going through, tough times themselves, like your mother was going through menopause. Yes. So you will have to be very accommodating. Great.
I wish that she was here so I can apologize, because I used to get really frustrated with this cold and hot. We are all hot, and then she would say,
oh. Oh, Baba, thanks for sharing. This morning, we're celebrating the memories of our mothers who have gone to be with the Lord. This Mother's Day, we intend to remember them and smile. We intend to remember them and be happy we had them in our life. Not to grieve and cry. Look back to those beautiful times you shared with them. I was barely 15 years when my mother passed. She passed in front of me, my brothers, my older sister, and some of her grandchildren at home. I was just about writing BC, or I had finished one of them. So eventually, when she finished building the house, I still had to live, with my father. Because I had to write my exams, yes. So I remember I went to visit and I told her, I will come to live with you permanently when I am done writing my exams. But that didn't happen. She passed before I wrote my papers. Difficult times. I went to secondary school for how many years? 3 years. Nobody visited me with home chores. I can imagine if she was alive then, she would come every weekend. But some of my friends, their parents were good to me. So the friends I made when I went to secondary school, the moment their parents realized that, oh, this girl had lost her mother, when they're coming, they make sure that they bring me something too. Mary Fosu, I greet you this morning. Tell Mama she was great. Now Mary Champon. Nana Kosiose. Their mothers pampered me whilst I was in school. There were days that I'll just break down in school because I missed my mother so much. We had beautiful times. I was the last of 7 children, so you can imagine. She used to call me Nana, last baby. I was a pension baby too. So yeah, I was pampered. I used to worry her, oh mama. No, she wasn't educated. But she had one English word she loved to use. Privilege. I don't know know if she really understood it the time she was using it. So she would open the fridge and realize that, okay, we have drunk all the water in the fridge and want to replace. Then she would say, "Enye na me privilege, me play fridge, cause that I me be you mad bitchy more." So wait, I gave you the privilege by buying you a fridge, and you refuse to put water in it. I won't be able to share the details, but I remember, my first menses, menarche. Hey, the things I was told. You just had to listen and not ask questions. One of the things that really make me remember my mother is my tummy. So there were times that, we went to the bathroom together. And one of the days I remember asking, "Why is your tummy so soft?" Then she would say, what do you expect after giving birth to 7 children? So I asked her, if I grow up and I give birth, will my tummy be soft like that? She said, "You are coming." After 4 children, my son tells me, "Mommy, I love playing with your stomach. It's very soft." Then I remember she told me, "You're coming." Loving mother, disciplinarian. You're always down for me, have always been around for me. She was not educated, but she made sure that all her children were educated. And by the grace of God, we are all well placed. You always did understand. You gave me strength to go on. Like I said, I have had mother figures. My auntie stepped in. Madame Christine Boyma. God bless you. And all I can do what you've done to me. You'll always be. You will always be in my life. Ooh, But as we share these stories of our mothers, we'll activate the phone lines very soon after I have spoken to Calvin. And let me tell you, how about pampering your mother in the comfort of your home this Mother's Day? Tomorrow, I mean. Even if you do not live with her, you can still have her pampered at home. So as part of our 25th anniversary celebration, we're pampering 25 mothers at home this Mother's Day. Mama does not have to cook. She just has to dress beautifully like the queen she is and stay at home and together with the family enjoy delicious meals from Starbite. Here's just what you have to do if you haven't done it yet. Share a beautiful photo of you and your mother at home, and in just 5 lines, share with us what you both love doing together. Post the photo on social media and hashtag Joy Pampers Mama. Or you can send the photo to 0243 0244-340-437. Then on Sunday between 12 and 2 p.m. you just have to tune in to Joy997FM as we have a special concert in the studio for them. By 6 p.m. meals will be on your table at home as well. Meals enough for the family, 25 families, and this is in honor of mothers. Performing tomorrow will be Celestine Donko, Pastor Kwesi Otin, Obapa Christie, and Nana Asase. Jackie Ankra will be your host. Joy Pampers Mama is sponsored by Starbite Food and Drinks. Starbites, well, why not? Hello, Calvin. Good morning. Are you there?
Hello, Adam. Good morning. I'm here.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I am well, thank you. What's running through your mind? Seeing us tomorrow is Mother's Day.
It's hard. It's been really difficult. You know, it's hard.
Yeah, I remember we shared the story, but would like to share it for everybody to hear. How was it like with you and your mother?
It wasn't easy growing up with her. You know, we
You were troublesome.
I was. I was difficult, but you know, we came from a very humble background. You know, Saturday early morning by this time we should be in the farm.
Mhm.
And so we go farm, come back late. You know, it's always
You
hard
didn't
work.
like that very much,
Working.
did you?
We didn't know any other thing apart from it, so we didn't complain much.
You had no choice.
You know, so we go to the farm. It was difficult, but mom was so loving. Everybody that knows me knows the love I have for my mom.
Yeah.
She was so loving. She was always there. You know, she she could just keep all your secrets without anybody hearing
Oh
from
my
it. Yeah. It's difficult, but I don't even know what to say. I'm beginning to get all
Emotional.
emotional.
Relax, relax, calm down. So what did you used to do with her on Mother's Day?
No, Mother's Day, you know, she died. She died pretty early before I got settled down in life.
Mm.
So I never got the chance to take her out for dinner or for pedicure or whatever.
Oh.
But in my own little ways, I could get her stuff that she could use on a daily basis. You know, like a carpet, like a pillowcase, like a pillow, stuff that
Mm.
she could use on a daily basis.
And those were things you could afford then.
And those were the things I could afford. Those were the things I could afford. It was difficult. It was difficult, and when I got really placed in life, she never got to enjoy it.
Oh.
That's one of the saddest things.
What happened? She was not well?
Yeah, she wasn't well. You know, it's on and off like that until about 4 years ago when she got sick again. Then we rushed her to the hospital, and that was it. And
You told me you said
um,
something to her when she was, in hospital.
yeah, so the first night we rushed her to the hospital, I was telling her, "Ma, you know you can't die now, right?
Oh.
Because you haven't spent any of my money yet. I haven't made any money. You haven't spent that yet."
Oh, now you're breaking my
And
heart all over again.
and she said, "It's very necessary I do. So don't worry. I'm not leaving now."
Ow.
And when I think about that, it really breaks my heart.
It breaks you.
It really does because I never really got to say, "Mama, thank you." Not only in words but in action.
Indeed.
Indeed, I never got the chance to do that, and it still breaks my heart.
Yeah. But then you have had mother figures in your life, haven't you?
That's the thing. I never want to replace her. I tried after. You know, growing up with our mom, we never really had aunties that we go to spend vacation and all that with. It was just us and our mother. So when she passed on, I never tried to replace her. I tried to do that with
But
my
has that
sister.
helped?
It has.
Okay.
It has. In a way that it really keeps a memory so fresh with me.
Mhm.
I never try to do to other people what I was not able to do to her.
Wow.
Yes, so it really keeps her in my heart. I think about my mother every day.
You would.
Yeah,
You would.
yeah.
Let me activate the phone line 0302216541. But then I will come back to you, Mama and Euphemia. Calvin seems like a young one, very broken, especially so because, like he's saying, he really never got to do all those beautiful things he would have loved to do with his mother, like take Mama out, buy gifts for Mama, go visit Mama with probably his children, his wife, and all that. And he doesn't want to replace his mother's memories and all that. I mean, what can we say to Calvin to encourage him and try to remember Mama and be excited rather than having pains and regrets and all that? So whilst I wait for the phone calls to come in, have you seen the new addition to Cerelac range of baby cereal? As the new Cerelac 350-gram wheat pouch or sachet, the same nutritious Cerelac with a great wheat taste that babies just love. Cerelac 350 wheat pouch or sachet is also packed with iron, proteins, and vitamins that babies need for growth and development, and it really tastes amazing. You can try it for yourself, and having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. It actually helps them to develop their palates and prepare them better for accepting variety of adult foods later in life. So go ahead and try the different flavors: maize, rice, millet, 3 fruit pieces, and biscuit. Grab your sachet in any retail outlet near you. Girl in my life for all time. Mama, you know I love you, Mama. You know we're still not in normal times. COVID-19 is here. So avoid touching your face because you can get the virus on your hands from touching surfaces like doorknobs, laptops, and cell phones. Also avoid touching your mouth, nose, and eyes or biting your fingernails to prevent the virus from getting into your body. Do not shake hands and hug people for now. Do not share personal items. Cover your mouth and nose when you cough and sneeze. A COVID-19 tidbit is brought to you by Carex in collaboration with Ghana Medical Association. Carex kills 90% of bacteria. Say yes to life. Dole yogurt, more, I need more. A life soap. Soap can save your life. Use it. McDonald's Shipping Company Limited, your total logistics partner. Petrosol, a delightful experience. Whole Heart Life Assurance, we've got you covered. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, yourself?
I am well, thank you.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
Yes, to you as well. And to all mothers out there.
Thank you. This morning I want to celebrate my mother. Even though she's not here.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you, Mama, for all the things you taught me. For making me the mother I am today. My mother was a phenomenal woman. I remember I am the youngest of the 6 girls she had.
Okay.
Going to school, we'll try our own gari to take to school. We'll do our own shita to take to school. Even our pomade, our body lotion, we have to do ourselves. The soap we take to school, we do ourselves. the shito we do, we get the oil from the palm kernel or the coconut oil. Way back, we use coconut oil in our home. She taught me how to cook as early as 8 years. I was cooking pancakes for the whole family. I wish I can teach my children that too. All I want to say this morning is thank you, Mama. I love you so much. Rest in perfect peace.
Great. Wherever she is, may she rest in perfect peace. And that is Yawagomashi, Honorable Abla Difagomashi's, younger sister. Today we're doing it for our mamas who have passed, like I said, you can call in and also celebrate your mother, but well, we have taken over today. We can't be left out all the time. You know what we mean. So yeah. So Mama, what would you say to Calvin? Do we have someone on the line? Okay, hold on, I'll come to you. Justice, good morning.
Morning, Adam.
Yes, Justice.
Lucky, I'm working for you.
Eh, loma phone half phone.
Happy Mother's Day now.
Yo. Why don't you now gaka well.
Okay,
Father's Day, I wish you.
Okay, me too. Let's thank God for your life, for the good work you are doing for married couple and everybody who listens to your program.
Amen.
Some of us will benefit a lot from your programs.
We bless God.
You change our marriage. You do a lot in our marriage. Thank you very much. May God guide you and give you more wisdom to continue the good work.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Let me use this opportunity to wish my mother, Rejoice Kokri Ajololo.
Hey.
Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, and one of my another mother called Madam Christiana Ajololo. She lives in Ashama. She is a reverend sister. And my mother-in-law, popularly called Holano in the day. I thank her very much for everything she has been doing for me. And all mothers who know me, who help me in my life. I thank all mothers who support me in my life.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling. I mean, our culture is beautiful. The person has a name, but your child's name will always Holano. Mama, can you relate to that? They used to call my mother Bibino. And, that stayed. Yes, Mama, I wanted you to say something to Calvin. And I know there are lots of other young people out there like him.
Yes. I don't know if this is any comfort, but Calvin, recently I know it's been out there. I lost my husband. I lost my mother 2014. I lost my husband 2019. It doesn't go anywhere. So you're not alone in this. But after coronavirus, come for a big bear hug, Calvin.
Thank you very much.
And my consolation is that cherish the good memories. Ain't much we can do about the people who have left us. So we cherish the memories that bring a smile to us, and not always thinking of the loss. It's hard. I mean, no two ways about it. It's really hard. But thank God for who they were, and I hope that you can find. There's never going to be a replacement, but you can find something or someone who represents or fills that gap. It helps. It helps. For me, my aunt Paula, my mother's sister, she fills the gap for me somewhat. It's not the same, but it's better. The vacuum is not there. And my son also fills the gap for the loss of my husband as well. So
Great.
I hope that helps for you. But as I said, come for a big bear hug after coronavirus.
Beautiful.
And come with Adam so you can come and eat.
And from you, Euphemia, to Calvin.
what I have to say is that even if he gets a replacement, I mean, somewhat, the pain never goes away.
Yeah.
It's something that we need to accept. The pain never goes away. For me, a few mothers or friends of mine that have tried to, fill in the gap for me, it rather, makes the pain deeper for me because and they never really meet certain expectations of mine. So I'd rather, be in my small corner and still mourn my mom. But Calvin, it is well. Just know that the pain never.
And you're not alone.
You're not alone.
Yeah. Okay, let me just play this up. Okay, do we have someone else on the line? So we will be touching down very soon. Yes, Mama.
So, the pain doesn't go away. As I said earlier, my mother also talked about her mother fondly. Even at that age, 84, when she was in the sick bed dying, she still talked about her mother. So even though it doesn't go away, each one of us have our own coping mechanism. You can only figure it out for yourself. I remember in the 80s, when before the coup, like in 1979, I think to 81, I used to go to Loma to buy bread with my mother to come and sell. I relived those moments that only she and I alone on a car, on a bus, traveling. Those memories keep her alive in my heart.
Great.
Only. So I don't dwell on the times that I was beaten, but I dwell on the times that I shared with her. And it helps me deal with the situation.
Great. And
having my Aunt Paula talk fondly about when she lived with my mom and the things she also learned keeps her alive in me. And I don't grieve too much about it. But Kelvin, it's a process. You have to find ways in which you can deal with that pain.
Great. All right. Thank you.
I hope it helps, though.
Yeah.
Right? I hope it helps.
Some messages, let me take them quickly. Adam, please stop crying. Okay, I wasn't crying. I was a bit emotional. I wasn't crying. Those memories, yeah. I know, right? Our mom is so loving and she is fun to be around. She corrects us in love and she teaches us to cook with fun. Mommy is a gem. We love her so much. When we are in school, all you need to do is give her a happy Mother's Day. All right, great. Single-handedly, my mother took care of me and my siblings. I just want to say God bless her. We love her so much. She sacrificed all her redundancy package just to make sure we had all we needed, including education. Good morning, Ademi. You have no idea about my love for my mom. She is my prayer tower, my counselor, my comforter, and everything. Great.
Good morning, Gloria. Okay, I'll be getting your posters. Thank God for your life and all that you are doing for women and humanity. It's very unfortunately I cannot be connected because I'm already at work. So you just pay tribute on my behalf. You know who Mommy was? She was a very lovely woman. A woman who cherished her children above herself. A woman who takes care of even children that are not of her own. And a woman who always tells the truth to her children and even many if they will testify. And who educated her children in the fear of the Lord. She was a lovely woman, and no one can replace her in our lives. We miss her and we'll continue to miss her every day that we think about her. So this is my tribute, Gloria. Stay blessed. Bye.
Great. That was my older sister. She sent a voice note all the way from France, and I just had to do it for her. Was, to our mother. Yeah, they were much older when all of these happened, but I felt it. Like from 15 years to 40 years, Charlie. It'll be easy, but yeah, God has been good. God has been good. We're touching down in a few minutes, still reminding you that tomorrow 12 to 2 you will have to be here. Tune into Joy FM because we have a special concert coming up for mothers. And like I said, Celestine Donko will be performing. Pastor Kwesi Oten will be performing, Nana Sase will be performing, and then Obapa Christie will be performing as well. Don't worry, we will observe all the social distancing rules, and then we will keep safe whilst entertaining you at home. And then we will serve 25 mothers and their families meals, dinner in their homes. Tell your mama to just dress up and be ready for us, and then we will serve them. One more time, I'm asking you, have you seen the new addition to Cerelac range of baby cereals? If you haven't, well, they have a new one, 350 weight pouch and sachet. It still contains all the nutrients and the vitamins you can think about, ions, proteins, vitamins, and serving your children Cerelac is a very beautiful thing because it helps them also to develop their palates for adult foods later on. So go on and try all the flavors: maize, rice, millet, 3 fruit pieces and biscuits, and you can grab it in any retail outlet near you. So make time to celebrate your mother, especially so if she's alive. For those of us who have lost ours, well, we're going to stop grieving. We will always remember the beautiful times we shared with them, and then be very happy and be excited because we had them, and we're glad that we have very beautiful memories of them, and we will keep reliving those memories and be excited. Time to just wake up, and I'm sure they would want to see us very happy all the time. They would want to see that the times they spent with us, were very valuable, and we have learned from them, and we're living and growing. And so, Mama, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Euphemia, thank you. God bless you. And then also to you, Calvin, God bless you all very much for joining us and sharing in the memories of your mothers with us this morning. Thank you all for doing the listening. We love you. Enjoy the weekend and enjoy Mother's Day tomorrow. To all the mother figures in my life, every mother out there, happy Mother's Day to all of you. We love you very much. Good morning.